I'm going to start off with Abigail, the horror film. In this film, a group of would-be criminals kidnaps the 12-year-old daughter of a powerful underworld figure, holding her for ransom in an isolated mansion. Their plan starts to unravel when they discover their young captive is actually a bloodthirsty vampire. This is directed by Matt Bettinelli Open, and the cast includes Angus Cloud, Alicia Ware, Melissa Barrera, Catherine Newton, Kevin Durand, Dan Stevens, Giancarlo Esposito, and William Catlett, and a bunch of other people, but these are our main folks. And I had a good time watching this film. It does, the setup is pretty cool. I think it's kind of interesting. Whereas these people are kidnapping this girl, holding her for ransom because her pops is a rich criminal guy, and their plan is to, get a ransom out of him. But what ends up happening, this little girl, there's something special about her. She is a vampire, and it's almost like that thing where you're not locked in here with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah. I'm not locked in here with you. You guys are locked in here with me.
Yeah.
And then it turns into a survival kind of horror film. A little bit of siege stuff going on, some plot twists and stuff like that. But I thought this thing was pretty damn good, man.
Yeah, I had a lot of Reservoir Dogs type vibes on it. It was some good standoff, standoffs, bunch of plot twists in this. The whole setup with how the crew is selected, to do the job and everything was real cool because everybody's somewhat connected, with what's going on with it. They're just not like a random, group that was assembled to do this job. So I really thought parts of it was cool. It's set up to where we can have a good sequel if they play their cards right on it. Did this make any money?
I gotta look, man. I don't know. I gotta look that up, but it doesn't seem like they spent a lot of money. I do applaud the camera work. It definitely looked good. It had like this gritty feel to it, this underworld kind of sleaziness, but also, a little bit of gothic vampire kind of, things that we're accustomed to whenever vampires are around. A lot of that had to do with the location, this mansion that it takes place in. And like you said, I thought it was cool that the characters they weren't directly connected, but there were degrees of separation, and some of it's kind of the thing like, well, I heard about you, just from being, criminals, everybody's got a role, you got your driver and security specialists, explosive specialists and things of that nature. So I thought that was cool, having that team mixed up with all these different personalities. And then it gets kind of fun too when the tides turn and they're all trying to survive, but they don't trust each other, but they still try to, get out of this situation. And it's cool, man. This is definitely one I can see myself watching again and just enjoying it. Just cool vibes, man. This is kind of how would you? It feels more like a crime caper with this supernatural element thrown in, like you said, Reservoir Dogs or something like that.
It could be like in like a John Wick type universe too, to where we just got a little picture of it, but as things kind of go, I think you can get deeper in that world and see what's kind of going on, in that underworld. Yeah. If you were to have like the like monsters running an underworld type universe, this would be a good starting point. Yeah, this would be a real good starting point.
Yeah, that'd be real interesting, man. It's almost like, what are these vampires doing when they're not running from Blade? Like, how are they making money? How are they controlling the world?
That's one of the things I kind of thought about too. Where they exist like in the shadows and everything, and I was real satisfied by this. I was a week late watching it. Nobody spoiled anything from of it for me, so I thought that was real, real cool watch.
Yeah. It actually might have done all right, man. Right now it's looking at $30 million worldwide, depending on how much they put into producing it. I think it'll probably be pretty lucrative, once they get the at-home deals and start doing rentals. It might be all right, And if they're letting these movies sit a while, which I hope they are these days, it could probably be a slow burn that could, pay off, as people get out more and start doing more outside stuff and hitting the movies more, hopefully.